Hello, everybody, and welcome to my class. I'm Mr. Kenny. This is my 20th year upcoming at Union High School. The most important thing you need to know about me is that I am here for you and your success. I really want you to do well in my class, to do well in all your classes, to feel confident about your writing and your abilities to do well in classes and to do well in your future. The most important thing you need to know about me is that I am here for you at all times. All times. If you have any problems, email me. I'll get back to you. I want you to do well. I know you can do well. In fact, let me ask you this right now. It's a very simple question. I ask this on the first day of school every year. How many classes have you ever given 100% effort in? Think about that. And when I say 100% effort, I mean go to every class, do every assignment the teacher asks you, and to put 100% effort into all of those assignments, to skip nothing. And if a teacher ever says, hey, you might want to do this as well, it would help you, that you do that as well. How many of you have ever done that? The answer is probably slim to none. Probably very few of you. I ask 140 kids every year in the beginning of the school year, and I get maybe 2 or 3 who say yes. And then after questioning them, did you really do every assignment? Did you really not miss a thing? 1 or 2 of those go, I guess not. The 1 or 2 people who do truthfully say, yes, I have. I asked them, what grade did you get in that class? And invariably, the answer is an A. So I'm asking you to please give 100% effort, not just in this class, but in all your classes, and watch the success follow. Be the hardest working person in the room. You don't have to be the smartest to do the best. You just have to be the hardest working person. The difference between kids in a regular class or a lower level class compared to a higher level class, an honors or an AP, is not intelligence. And you know that. It's not that they're any smarter than you. It's that they work harder, that they give 100% effort all the time. That's how you find success in my class and most of your classes out there. Now, I have it set up specifically that if you do all your work, you will not only do well, you are going to do fantastic. You will get an A or an A plus if you do everything I ask you to do. All the assignments that I'm going to ask you to do, know this, are going to come with directions, oftentimes video directions just like this. They're also going to come with samples and examples. I'm also always here to describe and discuss any assignments. Nothing I'm going to ask you to do is going to be from the top of your head. Nothing. It's always going to be talked about with you. And in many cases, I'm going to do the assignment with you and show you my example. How do I grade in this class? Very simple. Everything I ask you to do, everything has a grade attached to it. Whether it's 25 points for small assignments, maybe the daily oral languages, 50 points for small homework assignments, 100 or 200 points for larger homework assignments. Quizzes are going to be 100 points. If I give any tests, those will be 200 or 400 points. And essays, which are the most critical thing we're going to do in this class, are worth 600 points. At the end of the marking period, I'm going to add up all those points. It's normally around 3,000 or 4,000 points. If you did 3,900 out of 4,000 points, you're getting an A. If you did 2,000 out of 4,000 points, you're getting an F. That's only half the work. So please understand this. All assignments I'm going to give are not going to be difficult, and I'm going to provide examples and directions. So if you do them, you will get full credit. If you do them completely, you will get full credit, and your grades will stay high. If you do not do work, or if you do not do full work, you will get 0s or 30s, 40s, 50s, depending upon how much of the assignment you complete. Now, if you give full effort and you complete it and you do it wrong, you're still going to get full credit from me. But if you give no effort or you do not complete your assignments, I'm going to give you whatever it is that you completed. So if I have a first read guide and there's 4 boxes and you only complete 1 of the 4, you're only getting 25 points out of the 100. If you do all 4 and try your best, you're going to get 100 points out of 100. Now, please understand this. I want you all to do well. I really do. That's why I'm here, for your success. Not for mine, for your success. So please get all your assignments done. Know this, I don't accept late work. If it's 3 weeks later and you look at your grades and you say, Mr. Kenny, I'm noticing a few zeros here because I didn't do these assignments. I'll say, well, why didn't you do it? I don't know. I don't know. I was busy. I was tired. I was texting. I had a new app that I was playing. Call of Duty #5 came out, Kenny. I was playing that for 4 days. I was heavily addicted. I couldn't stop myself. Grand Theft Auto 6, come on. What do you want from me? I do not give you a chance to make up those assignments. Oh, no. Laziness does not get rewarded in my class. On the flip side, if you had a reason for being, you were sick, there was a problem with the family, I will work with you. I will give you chances and time to make up those assignments. Absolutely, because I want you to do well. But I will not reward laziness or forgetfulness. So again, do all the work in my class and you will find success. I guarantee it. Do none of the work in my class and you will fail my class. I guarantee that as well. Now, I challenge you. 100% of the work, everything I ask you to do, know this. All of my assignments will be posted on Google Classroom with directions and examples. They will always have a due date, and I honor that due date. So when it is due, it is due. Unless, of course, you're having a family problem or a health problem. Of course, I will work with you. I understand. I have a family too. I have my own health as well. I understand this. But you need to do it when I ask you. And you probably know this as well, the snowball effect from the top of a hill, right? You have a little ball of snow on the top of a hill and it starts rolling downhill. And what happens to it? It picks up, it gets stronger. And at the bottom, it's so strong, it will crush you. That's the same way grades and grade point averages work. So the minute you start rolling down that hill, things start getting worse. Some of the tricks that you can do to make sure you're not having this problem. Are you ready for this? Lists. Always lists. Make a list every day of all the assignments that you have to do for each class. Even if there's none. Right. English, none. Math, page 455, odd numbers only. History, none. Science, chapter 3 vocabulary words. Make sure. And then after you complete your assignment, you check that assignment off. That is how you find success, not just in my class, but in most of your other classes out there. I can't speak for all of them. You're going to have some crazy teachers in life who don't grade you well and fairly. But most of the time, if you do all the assignments, most of the time, most of us, most teachers at this high school and all schools are there for your success. They just are. And they want you to do well, but you have to do the work yourself in order to get that done. So remember, I am here for you at all times. I want you to be successful and do well. I really do. I'm looking forward to your success, to your maturing, both in a social way, but mostly in an educational way. And I'm going to remind you again, lists. You can't go wrong writing a list. List everything you have to do, all your assignments, all the things you have to make up or read or write. Also, and the last thing I'm going to talk about before I'm done with my little introduction about success and grading in my class. Try your hardest. Just do it. Just try your hardest at all times and never forget that I am here for you. At all times, I am here for your success. Just do all your work when I assign it. Check your Google Classroom. At all times, it's always going to tell you what you need to do. And remember this, I'm here to make your writing better, to make you more confident. And if you stay with me, if you do all the things that I ask you to do, you will feel more confident. And the last thing I want to tell you, now I remember, do your work when it's assigned, not before it's due. If I assign you something on a Monday and I say it's due Friday, go home on that Monday night and get it done. At least get it started. Why? Because you are not going to do your best work when you are under the gun for time. If it's due the next day, you're going to rush it together if you do it at all. And also, as you know, the anxiety is going to ramp up as you wait. So as Monday night, okay, you feel, I'm a little worried about it. Tuesday night, I'm getting more worried. Wednesday night, I'm starting to freak out. Thursday night, oh my God. That's what happens with our anxiety when we have work due ahead of us. Everybody knows this. We all deal with this. So get your work done on Monday night. There's a couple of advantages. One, you're going to do your best work. Two, the anxiety is going to dissipate or completely disappear because it's done. Three, you can take it to your teacher on Tuesday, even though it's due Friday, and say, hi, I went and took care of this last night. I started it. I finished it. Would you look at this? Would you tell me, am I on the right track? Most of your teachers, and I am one of them, are going to say, let me take a look. Let me see. Oh, this is perfect. Great. Hand it in. I'm done. Or, ooh, you know what? This one's a little off right here. Why don't you fix this? Then you can go home on Tuesday night and fix that. Bring it back on Wednesday. Again, Mr. Kenny, take a look. I have this done early. Will you look at it? Please come on over here. Let me take a look at that. This is great. Let me have it. You're done. Or, oh, you still have a problem here. Go back and fix it. And you can still go back and fix it. That's not an available option if you do it the night before, the day it's due. Don't come the day it's due and say, is this done? I'm going to say, I don't have time. This is due. I'm going to look at it and give you a grade. So please, please, please get everything done when it is due. Let me take a look at my list and make sure I got everything that I talked about. Lists, they're important. Go to any CEO anywhere in America or around the world and make sure and check, ask them, do you make lists? And they'll have lists of lists. Everything they write down what they have to do. They're not going to remember all the meetings that they have and the responsibilities that they have. No. So they write them down. So let me take a look at my list. Success, did I talk about it? Absolutely. If you want to do well, give 100% effort. That's how you find success. It's not an intelligence thing most of the time. It's an effort thing, and you know this. So give that effort from day one to day 180 and all throughout. Give 100% effort. My grading policy, you now know what it is. I add everything up at the end. So every assignment is as important as every other assignment. Miss nothing so you can do super well. My homework policy is simple. Get it done when I assign it. If you are lazy and do not get it done, don't come back to me at the end of the marking period and say, I need to make this up to pick up my grade. The answer will be no. Of course, if you have a problem health-wise or family problems, we'll work together and I'll give you time to get that finished because I want you to do well. Remember that. I'm always here for your success. Always. So email me. Find me if we're in school. Come and talk to me. By the way, I'm here to help you with your other classes as well. I'd be a better help for English classes in future years. Come back and bother me. I have college students who bother me all the time, happily. Mr. Kenny, would you take a look at this essay? Absolutely. Mr. Kenny, can you give me ideas about a research paper? Absolutely. So I am here to help you, but you've got to help yourself by giving 100% effort. Be the hardest working person in the room and watch the success follow. Thank you very much. Let's have a fantastic year. Get all my work done. Give 100% effort. And let's do great. Thank you for your time.